Cote d'Ivoire, the so-called golden generation. They've qualified for the final of the African Cup of Nations in Equatorial Guinea. It's not over. They're in the final. They will need to beat the team that will emerge victorious in this second semi-final game between Equatorial Guinea and Ghana. And that's a very huge one tonight because now that they've seen that it's Cote d'Ivoire in the final, both teams would like to also be there.
Yeah, definitely. Guinea versus Equatorial Guinea taking on Ghana. Yesterday, I was saying the Equatorial Guineans had a chance playing at home. Obviously, I've got a little bit of sentimental attachment to Equatorial Guinea because of what they've been through and how they got into the tournament with little or no preparation at all. They were not supposed to make it, but they make it courtesy of being hosts. So I'm rooting for them, but then going up against Ghana, a Ghana side that has improved all tournaments. And it seems Avon Grant is doing a good job so far. It seems he's been able to actually get Ghana to play very well as a team. But going up against Ghana, it's going to be very tough for Equatorial Guinea. But I give them a puncher's chance. Like I always say, when two good sides go head-to-head, I think the Equatorial Guineans can actually make it happen. But obviously, the Ghanaians are favorites. Imagine a West African derby final between Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire. I'm sure that's what a lot of neutrals will want in that final. But then for me, I'd like to see Equatorial Guinea make it to the final.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Ghana, favorites to make it to the final. But what a story it would be should Equatorial Guinea make it to the final. Remember, they were not supposed to be part of this.
They were not.
Decided to say, hey, CAF, you're going through a lot.
Yeah, let's help you.
Let's help you.
I've been telling you, help us back. I don't know about CAF helping Equatorial Guinea. They deserve to be here. Apart from that little controversy in that game against Tunisia, it's bound to happen. It happens. That went their way. But then they deserve to be in the semifinals. And if they get to the final, they will deserve it as well, too. It's very reminiscent of what happened in, I think, 1992. Denmark as well went into the European Championship. You know, and they were not supposed to be there. And they went on to stun everybody and win it. I'm not saying Equatorial Guinea would do it, but they have a chance of doing it.
You can say they can do it. You're allowed to. I can't say Equatorial Guinea will do it. Sports this morning on Channels Television. We're taking a look at all that's going down in your exciting world of sports. Cote d'Ivoire, they've qualified for the final of the African Cup of Nations. We have also asked the National Sports Commission in Nigeria and the Football Federation what's going on with the Super Falcons, that we want to see them start getting ready for the World Cup. And we told you, Blessing Okagbare, she's got big plans for 2015, and she's already getting ready, particularly talking about the invitational, athletics invitational that will take place in Jamaica in May, and we're saying that's the way to go. Well done, Blessing Okagbare. Let's go on a short break now. When we come back, what's going on this time around? Now with the Super Falcons, Jurgen Klopp and Dortmund, another home defeat to Augsburg. Is it about time to show him the door? We'll talk about it when we return. Stay. Oh my days, look at that. See the shock on Jurgen Klopp's face. See the players. Everyone can't understand. They can't even explain what's going on with the team. They're doing well in Europe, but in the domestic league, Dortmund is struggling. Tayo, last season's runners-up.
Yeah, I don't get what's going on right now. And the confusion and the sadness is almost palpable. You can feel it in the studio, like you see the fans, you know, turning their backs, and you see Jurgen Klopp's face looking really confused. Like he doesn't understand what's going on, and they've been absolutely terrible all year. You know, so a lot of people expect them to actually return after the long winter break. You know, to come back well, you know, re-energized and focused. but then they've started the season without winning. Without winning, you know, they lost this game to Augsburg at home in front of their fans. It's not a good one at all for them, and the question marks on Jurgen Klopp's future now. I know the club have come out to say they support him and they will not sack him. That's what they're saying. But then, how long will it take for them for their present? How long will it take them to actually continue with Jurgen Klopp? Because because if it carries on like this, relegation might not be. I
mean, they're right there at the bottom of the table.
That's what I'm saying. So what if it carries on until, let's say, for example, it gets on going into like March? Are they going to stick with Jurgen Klopp? That'll be very interesting to see how they deal with that situation.
These are not good times for Jurgen Klopp, but let's go to England now. Talk about one man that is beginning to have some good time. Talking about Brendan Rodgers of Liverpool. Liverpool in that replay in the FA Cup.
Yeah.
A little bit nervy.
Yes.
But they managed a 2-1 victory over Bolton.
Liverpool was about to join away, like a few minutes away from joining the Chelsea and the likes of Man City, you know, out of the competition. But then Raheem Sterling and Coutinho, what a goal, what a strike, what a strike. Stunner to win that game for Liverpool 2-1 over Bolton Wanderers. Good old Bolton Wanderers, still in the championship, struggling to come back. But then they really gave Liverpool a fight for their money yesterday. So congrats to Liverpool. And I think it's safe to say Liverpool United have to be the joint favorites to win the FA Cup this year.
That's a confirmation of the results and the English FA Cup. Bolton Wanderers losing right there at the Reebok Stadium to Liverpool by 2-1. I would say it's a good one for Brendan Rodgers and the entire Liverpool team. They're enjoying the fact that Sterling is back. What's his name? Important player for Liverpool. Is also back, and they're getting the results.
Yeah, incredible. Like they've been on a very good run of results in the past couple of weeks. So good one for Liverpool, but getting into that top four might just be too far and too hard for them now. But they still have a chance of doing it.
I know a lot of boxing fans who say we keep going on and on with this, but guess what? We will not stop until they make it happen. We want to see this fight between Floyd Mayweather Jr. and Manny Pacquiao. And the updates we're getting is that HBO's president, Ken Eshman, has reinforced his network position that they have done all they can to facilitate the fight.
Austin, the scenario is very clear. HBO in the camp of Manny Pacquiao, then you have Floyd Mayweather on the Showtime, and it was always going to be a long and complicated process in agreeing a deal. But then this man is coming out to say, on their own path,
we are ready.
Yeah, we want the fight to go on.
Not the problem.
Exactly. So it really it bothers me where the real issue lies now in terms of making this fight happen.
Yeah.
I really don't know. It's dragging on now because by now we expected an official announcement, you know, but it hasn't come, and hopefully something happens. Something has got to happen.
It has to, because talks for the proposed May 2nd fight are past Pacquiao's original January 31st deadline, and Pacquiao's promoter Bob Arum has suggested they need to conclude by the end of this week. So, guys, at the end of this week, we want to come out with a date when Manny Pacquiao and Floyd Mayweather Jr. will fight. The welterweight category, giving us reasons to talk. But let's also talk about the heavyweight category. And when we talk about the heavyweight category, just one name must come out.
Yes.
And that's Vladimir Klitschko. He's getting ready to fight Brian Jennings. And when you look at the record style, you'll say Jennings stands no chance.
Absolutely. I think I agree with you. You're spot on, Austin. Klitschko is a beast of a fighter. Like, seriously.
Look at him.
Yeah, just look at the height difference right there. And Jennings is having to look up to get a proper gaze on Klitschko in that one. But then this fight, like I said before, if it doesn't end in a convincing Klitschko win, then it will be a major upset. I don't see any other result apart from that. Jennings unbeaten, but then is facing a top echelon boxer this time around. And I don't see how he's going to come out of this. It's going to come out alive, obviously, but I don't see how he's going to come out with a win.
So that's it. We'll get you ready for that fight right there on your screen, Saturday, April the 25th. Klitschko will take on Jennings. Tough one for the guy, but in sports, I mean, anything can happen. Give us something to talk about, Jenny.
Yeah, he's got to punch his chance. What if he lands a lucky one?
Just give
on
him
his jaw?
that hook.
Yeah.
We need to make the news.
It can happen.
Oh my God,
it's possible, but it will be very hard, Austin. We're just being brutally honest here. It will be very hard for Jennings in that fight, and good luck to him. He needs a lot of luck, definitely.
Tayo, let's quickly talk about the NBA. What's going down?
NBA, a lot of games played yesterday in the NBA, but only one man is dominating right now as the talk of the town, Stephen Curry. He plays for the Golden State Warriors, and yesterday they played against the Dallas Mavericks, and it was 128-114 win for them. But then the main talk is about Stephen Curry scoring 51 points. When a player scores 51 points in a game, and you wonder to yourself, like, okay, what's going on here? How has he done that? This is just incredible. You see, teams manage to score 60 points. The whole team.
Yeah.
One player does it.
51.
Amazing, incredible. Was on fire yesterday. Was unconscious. He had 10 3-pointers.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's what you call being a max man. That's a max man right there. 10 3-pointers for Stephen Curry. Good one for him. Then we have other results as well. So the Lakers are still losing. No Kobe Bryant, and they're still losing. So it's not a surprise for me. We saw the Nets as well. So Brooklyn Nets beating Toronto Raptors 109-93.
So that's it. Updates coming from the NBA, and you can trust Channels Television for all the latest updates coming from the NBA. We love basketball. We love sports. We'll talk about anything so long it's from your exciting world of sports. And that's it. That's how the final whistle goes off on this edition of Sports This Morning on Channels Television. But I keep telling you, when we leave the studio, we get you involved. You can keep talking to us, questions, comments, and suggestions on Twitter, or Channels_sports, and on Facebook, or Channels-sports. That's it. On behalf of the ever dedicated sports team at Channels Television Sports Center in Lagos, Nigeria. My name is Austin Okonakwan. Once again, let's end the show this way in the words of tennis legend Billie Jean King. Players, keep playing right until they win. That's more than enough reason for you to keep talking sports. Bye for now.